Once you've activated the Sitebam plugin on your WordPress website, then you can go onto sitebam.com and log into the Sitebam control panel, and it's going to look something like this. You'll see there's a graph there showing in real time how many people are on your website, and there's loads of options down the left hand side for all sorts of things that you can do. I'm just going to show you a few of them now, which you can easily set up. So this is the website. If I just refresh it, then you'll see it's got some nice pictures. It's just a template, some pictures on it. I can scroll down here and we can go to, I don't know, another page. This is a sports page, and have a look around. And so if I flip back to the Sitebam control panel, the first thing I'm going to be able to do is go to Site Recorder, because it records what people do on your website. So this entry here is going to be me just on the website then. So if I click on play, we can play that back and we can watch what I did. Of course, this is actually my mouse, but you'll see on the screen the mouse that I was just using a moment ago. You'll see me whizzing around with the mouse, scrolling down the page and back up again, and then going off to the I think sports tab there, and you can see what I did on that page as well. So it's going to record everyone on your website so you can see exactly what they did. So that's, firstly, it's going to give you some really interesting insight into what people are actually doing. Now, of course, that gets far more exciting if you're paying for adverts for people to come to your website. So we've got both Google Ads Assistant and Facebook Ads Assistant. So if I click on Google Ads Assistant, and there's a link there to say how to add this to your site. That shows you how to set it up with your Google Ads account. And basically, so then what it will do is it will record people coming by clicking on your Google adverts, and it will show information on here as to what they did. You can also set it up as well, so that if you link it to your Google account, then the system will detect if when you're getting clicks on your adverts from the same IP address over and over again and they don't buy from you, then it will block them from seeing your advert. So for example, if one of your competitors has taken it upon himself or herself to click on your advert a few times a day, then it will detect that and it will stop them from doing it. Or if you've just got useless visitors coming to your site that never buy, then it will stop them seeing your advert, so you don't have to pay for them. This just can save you an absolute fortune in ad spend, which of course means you can then have more money to get the right people coming onto your website. So that's with the Google one. Facebook Ads Assistant, you can hook that into your Facebook ads account and you can do the same thing as well, although there isn't a system with Facebook to block people seeing your ads in that instance. So looking at this, we've got website chat. So if you want to allow website chat on your website, you just click on website chat. It shows you who's on the website at the moment. When this finishes, there we go. You can watch them live by clicking on the play button there. And then if I click on website chat to switch on website chat, then now chat's on. You will see that a chat icon now appears down at the bottom. And of course, your customer or visitor on your website can click on that, open that up, submit a question, and then they can speak to you. A chat has been requested. You'll see this in the back end here. And then you can type to them, hi. And then if we go to the other person, you can see, you can speak to them as well. Bye. And so it's not just a simple system where you can just chat to people like that. They can communicate with you, or you can call up a chat with them as well. You can push pages to them. You just simply type push and then a page, so like www.google.com. And then when you send that, when the person's looking on their website here, then it will bring up the page that you pushed them. So if they're saying, oh, can you tell me where on your website this is? You can push the page to them. You can also, you can name them as well. So if I do name, Bob, then that's going to set their name to Bob. And so the good thing is as well, is that when they come back on your website, you'll see on this screen here that Bob is back. So you'll actually get their name on here in this column here. And you will see that too. And also you will know when you speak to them again, it will say their name. So let's just close that chat there. And then, so that's the chat system. If we go to the left-hand column, we can see other things that you can do as well. If I scroll down here, let's look at polls. Let's have a poll. Let's add a poll to our website. In fact, actually, I'm just going to switch the chat off. Let me just do that now. Otherwise, we're going to get people starting to want to chat with us. If I switch that off, just click on website chat there to switch that off. Go down to polls. So I click on add new poll, and I'll put in the poll name. Let's just call it my poll. And then let's do a question on there. What's your favorite vegetable? Obviously, your question is going to be more relevant to the items you're saying. Carrot or cabbage. So you can ask them whatever you like. Click on proceed. And then what will happen is when someone goes onto your website, let's just come off Google a second. If I go back to seoclicks.co.uk, then you will see after 3 seconds, I think we set, you'll get this appear. What's your favorite vegetable? And I think I'll choose carrot for that. Click on send. And then, of course, in the back end here, you can click on results. And you get a notification as well. I don't know if you saw that then. You can click on results, and it will show you it will show you the results of the poll, obviously. So you can get a really good idea. Now, polls are great for a number of reasons. They keep people on your website for longer, which Google likes, and also it increases customer interaction with yourselves, which makes them basically more likely to buy if you're an e-commerce store, because they feel like you care about them and you're asking them relevant questions. So that's polls on there as well. You can set up funnels on here. So I don't know if you've seen funnel charts. I won't go into all the details here, but you can add a funnel and set up stages through your website to find out where you're losing customers. You can set intelligent pop-ups. This is where you set a pop-up. The system will learn when people are about to leave your website, and it will allow you to show a pop-up just before they're going to leave so that you can hopefully retrieve the sale. You can set up info nudges. Info nudges are where you might see a pop-up, a tiny pop-up saying 5 people bought this in the last hour, or 2 people booked this room today, and you can set those up on your site too. Let's just see what else we've got down here. Heat maps. So let's click on heat maps. Now what heat maps do is show you where people have been kind of hanging around on your website. So if I click on play for the mouse there, you can see someone's been on there on a mobile device, and it's showing that they were hovering around there. So to be honest, I've only just made this live, so there's not a lot going on at the moment. But you will see these kind of colors will be spread around the site, so you can see where people have been going. That was a heat map, and with scroll maps, if I click on that, you can find out how far down the page people scrolled. Now clearly we haven't got that much data on there, but it's showing that people scrolled down this kind of far, and in fact they've been further, but look, it's showing they've had a look down there, but no one's been looking at all this information down the bottom. So if you've got important information at the bottom, you're kind of wasting your time because they're only going down as far as that. So that's really useful as well, heat maps and scroll maps. The next thing is Google spider dates. So you can tell when Google last spidered your page. I've only just set the sites up so there's nothing in there. But if you've made a change to your website and you're hoping to increase your search engine ranking, then you can go in there and check that Google has actually seen your changes that you've made, and it will show you there. Position change alerts. This is where you can be alerted when your website changes position in Google. I don't know if you've seen, we've done another screencast on this showing how to use Sitebam for SEO purposes, and that we've set up here, for example, there's an alert for the term car battery. So if we appear on Google or increase or decrease our ranking by a certain amount, then we will receive an email notification to say that's happened. Now that's great. So basically you do something to improve your website, you put an alert in here, and then it tells you whether it's actually worked, the changes that you've made. If you don't do that, then it's kind of impossible to keep track of loads of keywords. So that's what you can do there as well. So hopefully that's been really useful. There's a couple of other screencasts you can watch on other bits of functionality, but just get it up and running, get your website working with Sitebam, and then log in here regularly, and you'll see loads of data on there. Set up some polls, get some feedback from your website visitors, and you can use that information to improve what you're selling or the information you're giving people, and to have that extra kind of connection with people visiting your website.